Well, the next time I saw her, she was going to bed. The curtains were drew, and the sheets they were spread. Oh, happy is the young man that lies by her side. He may have her since I couldn't get her. Get her. He may have her since I couldn't get her. Oh, dig me a grave and dig it down deep and strew it all over with a red rose so sweet. And lay me down silent, no more for to weep, for love was the cause of my ruin. Ruin, for love was the cause of my ruin.
Sarah Makem is a singer of great fame. She has 1,000 songs, songs of joy and sadness, of occupations, of good times and bad times. Sarah and her husband Peter lived all their married life in County Armagh, in the small market town of Keady.
Oh, is Keady town where it used to be? Is the boys all there? Did the girls go strolling along a road when it's nice and fair? Is the monument where it used to be, and the market house all right? What would I give to be with them in Keady town tonight? I was born in it and reared. 1900. October, the 18th of October 1900. And my mother before I was born in it, but not my father. My father, I really think my father was born in County Tyrone, because that's where he was confirmed, in County Tyrone. But Peter was reared out in the country, but about 3 or 4 miles out in Derrynoose. Oh, my mother was a nice singer. Oh, yes, she was. She was a beautiful singer and had lots of good songs. She'd be sitting singing and I'd be sitting maybe at the fire, maybe going around the house doing something, and she'd sing when I'd listen to her. I was very easy taught a song. I could pick it up very quickly. When I was younger, maybe I couldn't now, and I'm sure I couldn't. But she would sing and I'd be maybe making porridge, maybe baking bread, doing something, and she'd sing away there. And I could pick it up. But if there was any bit that I didn't get right, I'd ask her, what was it, and then I'd write it down. They heard songs at school. We were at school very young then. You didn't have to wait till you were 4 or 5 years old then. I had a sister taken to school, and they had a big basket for holding a lunch. Well, they emptied the lunch basket and put a few coats in it, and she went in there slapping the lunch basket. You may guess she was young at school then. We were very young at school.
Mrs. Makem left school early. Like the other girls, she went to the factory and she worked as a weaver in Darkley. The hours were very long, from 7 in the morning until 6:30 in the evening. But at 6:30, the day was by no means finished.
6:30 we got home out of there. And you were home and you got a mouthful of tea. And well, you had to wash up and clean up the house, and then you had your bread to bake. Make 2 or 3 cakes of bread, and wouldn't have that all done, that would be your housework for the evening. You We'd go out and go down onto the sidewalk down there onto the footpath. And, well, there'd be Francis Hughes with a mouth organ, red Packy Tammany and black Packy Tammany, and Andy Conaway, Jimmy Moan, they called him the National, Jimmy the National, Joan Coulter, Pat McCann, Sissy Donnelly, Philomena Morgan. The footpath would be full to 10 o'clock at night. And then the neighbours in the street would come out and we'd be busy singing and dancing. They'd have their stools sitting out listening to us. And my, oh, we had a great time. The time of our life, that. But they don't do that now. Peter, do you want to be mouthful of tea?
What do you think? You don't want a cup of tea?
Now, do you want a biscuit or a slice of bread? When I was a wee thing, I heard my mother say that I was a foolish lass and easy led astray. And before I would walk, I would rather sport and play with my Johnny on the banks of the road. But he took her to his lodge and he treated her to tea, saying, "Drink, my dearest Mary, and come along with me." Saying, "Drink, my dearest Mary, and come along with me to the bonny, bonny banks of roses." Now, do you want your tea now?
Sure. Want my tea?
On the banks of the roses, my love and I sat down, and he pulled out his charm flute and played his last tune. In the middle of the tune, his bonny lassie cried, "Ah, Johnny, dearest Johnny, do not leave me." Well, they walked and they talked till they came unto a cave where Johnny all the day had been digging up a grave. Where Johnny all the day had been digging out a grave for to live his lassie low among the roses. Then he pulled out a penknife. It was both long and sharp, and he plunged it right into his own dear Mary's heart. And he plunged it right into his own dear Mary's heart. And he left her lying low among the roses. It's not bad.
That's a smashing cup of tea.
It is a good cup of tea.
It will do your heart good.
25 years ago, the collector, Shan O'Boyle, recorded Sarah singing for a new series of radio programmes.
As I rode out on a May morning, and a May morning right early, I met my love upon the way, oh Lord, but she was early. And she sang lil-ta-doodle, lil-ta-doodle, lil-ta-doodle day, and she had on the day, and she had on the day, and she landed. If I had known what was going out all them people, I wouldn't open my mouth. And I heard it on the radio. Because the people come up from post-mass, and we're all coming in the door, Sarah would come in to hear you singing. And the house would be full. But people coming to listen to it, but then everybody got it on their own radio, and they'd be all hurrying home to hear Sarah.
The BBC radio series was called As I Roved Out, and Sarah's voice awakened 1 million households in these islands every Sunday morning.
Well, I'll tell you, when my voice would come known all over wherever it went, I was mad at myself for opening my mouth, I'm telling you. I didn't want to sing it. If I hadn't known it was going that far, I wouldn't have sung at all. I thought that was too public.
Well, she got far too much attention, that's one thing. She spoiled her. Of course, I had to give her too much afterwards, and that's very hard to do, mind you, when you don't like it. And, oh, what are the fine people here? Come on one Sunday here. 11, yeah, with them, and I'm Cyprus 12. And we had them all day on Sunday and we're in Valley. And we had Pete Sager here, and his wife, and 3 children. That's it must be 8 or 9 years ago, would it be?
Sure it is.
Oh, it must be.
Sarah's second son, Tommy Makem, takes after his mother. He's as well known in America and Australia as he is in Keady.
For a long time I didn't know Tommy could sing at all. Because when the cannoneer and he had a great choir, it was really great. And one time Tommy fell and he halted his arm. They'd have to go down every afternoon to the choir. And he halted his arm, he fell on the stairs, he hurt his elbow somewhere. So of course the canon missed him at the choir. So we come up the next day to see him, to see where was he. I says, Canon, he fell about the school stairs somewhere. And he's like the utility delf, says I, he's very easy cracked. And says I kept him at home. Well, he says, I missed him. He says, in the choir at the singing. And I says to the canon, no harm in it. Oh, for the love of God, he can sing now. I never heard him. Who told you, he says. Who told you he could sing now? Never heard him, I says. Well, that doesn't say he can't sing, he says. But I say he can sing, and I mean sing.
Soldier, soldier, will you marry me now with the hay, with the hoe, to the sound of a drum? Ah, no, fair maid, I couldn't marry you because I have no suit to put on. She went to the shop just as quick as she could run with the hay, with the hoe, to the sound of a drum. And she bought him a suit of the very, very best. I hear my small man put this on. Her soldier, soldier, will you marry me now with the hay, with the hoe, to the sound of a drum? Ah, no, fair maid, I couldn't marry you because I have no boots to put on. She went to the shop just as quick as she could run with the hay, with the hoe, to the sound of a drum. And she bought him a boots of the very, very best. I hear my small man put these on. Her soldier, soldier, will you marry me now with the hay, with the hoe, to the sound of a drum? Ah, no, fair maid, I couldn't marry you because I have no socks to put on.
Well, this is the boss, that's Peter. And that's Mona. And that's Peggy. And that's Nancy. And this is myself, Sarah. And that's Tommy. And that's Jack. I was married on the 9th of July, a mad month, 19 and 18.
Peter and Sarah were married for 58 years. We regret that Peter died shortly after this film was complete.
Our ship, she's ready to bear away. Come, comrades, o'er the stormy sea. Our snow-white wings they are unfurled, and soon she'll wave in a watery world. Do not forget, love, do not grieve. The heart is true and can deceive. My heart and hand I'll give to thee. So farewell, my love, remember me. Farewell, my love, soul bright as pearl, my lovely dark-haired, blue-eyed girl. And when I'm crossing the deep blue sea, I hope in Ireland you'll think of me.
Right, David.
Hi, David.
And soon back.